What's up, y'all? It's Joyce on another solo excursion. This time, taking a solo birthday trip to the fabulous Chicago. Now, this is not my first time here. I was here on a 24-hour layover a couple of years ago, but this time I had 48 hours to really get out and see and explore, really get to see what Chicago has to offer. Now, because I'm always going to live my better life on a budget, I decided to ride the train straight from O'Hare into downtown Chicago for only $5. Now, if that's not for you, you can catch a cab or Uber or whatever, but I'm always trying to save money. After that, I rode the train over to the Clark Lake station, and then I walked about 5 minutes to my hotel. On my way to my hotel, I passed by this donut shop, and I was starving. So, of course, I had to stop in. Oh my God, these donuts look so delicious. I had to get one. I settled for this croissant donut. I didn't even know there was such thing as a croissant donut, but yeah, it was delicious. I stayed downtown at the Citizen M Hotel. Let me tell you, this is by far kind of one of the best hotels that I have stayed at. It's really modern. All the furniture, the decor, it's really artsy. So if you're like into art and stuff like that, this is definitely the hotel for you. And it's right in the heart of downtown. Like, I was a block away from, the Magnificent Mile and all that. They also give you a iPad to control everything in the room. Mood lighting, the blinds, the curtains, everything is operated by this iPad, which I thought was really, really cool. So after I got all changed and everything, hopped in the elevator, and the first stop was to try Portillo's because I was told I absolutely had to try Chicago hot dog, which I did, and an Italian beef sandwich. Now, I didn't get it dipped because I didn't want my bread soggy. I have to say it was okay. It was just okay. So then I hopped in the Uber and rode over to the Magnificent Mile and enjoyed some of the scenery along the way. All right, so here I am on the Riverwalk. I really enjoyed looking at all the boats and everything going up and down the water. Now, I can't stand this guy, but I love architecture, and this is a beautiful building. I am a sucker for beautiful, tall skyscrapers and buildings, and Chicago has so many of them to offer. Don't ask me why I recorded the pigeons. I don't see them all that often. I also love all of the entertainment that you can find. People, on the street playing saxophones, playing guitars. Like, I don't get to see this every day, so I had to stop and give him a little listen. It was pretty good. Next, I headed over to the Ghirardelli store, and y'all, I was in chocolate heaven. Yes, we got Ghirardelli where I live, but I had never in my life saw a sugar cookie Ghirardelli square. Now, I didn't get it because I knew that I was headed upstairs to grab this ice cream. I saw that on TikTok and I had to get it. Then I didn't know that Chicago also has the world's largest Starbucks. Now, I'm not big on Starbucks like that, but I had to go in and see what was up because it's like 5 stories high, and each floor has different, things that you can get. I think the second floor had like pastries, cookies, desserts. It was really kind of interesting, if I do say so myself. So I'm heading up the escalator to go. I believe this was going up to the second floor. I really was just wanting to get out to the rooftop, and I just wanted to at least stop at all the floors, even though I didn't really get anything. I didn't really want coffee at that time of the day, but again, I was in full tourist mode, so I was going to take advantage and see everything that I could see. So I believe this was the 4th floor where they had like a bar, and you could order any type of cocktails or whatever that were like coffee inspired. I'm telling you, it has something for everybody. So if coffee, Starbucks is your thing, check it out. This is me up on the rooftop, which is their 5th floor. And yeah, so I'm just looking down at the city below. Chicago is really a beautiful city, and I did not know until just a few moments ago that it is the third largest city in the United States. Next, I walked 30 minutes down to the Navy Pier because I wanted to see a Ferris wheel. I'm a sucker for a Ferris wheel. Whatever city I go to, if they have one, I'm gonna see it. Then I stopped and I looked at all the yachts and boats, from the pier on the water and everything. And because I was not about to walk 30 minutes back to Michigan Avenue, I hopped on a water taxi myself, and I took the scenic route on the water back over to Michigan Avenue. So this was me just checking out some more things, and the ticket was only $10 to ride the water taxi. So yeah, this is me on the boat, or the water taxi, I guess you could say, headed back over to Michigan Avenue. Once I did make it back to Michigan Avenue, this was another place that I saw on TikTok called Taco Rio. They said they had some really great tacos, so I stopped and checked it out. Y'all, these were the best Mexican tacos I think I ever had in my life. So then I just decided to check out the city at night. I can't stop saying how beautiful the city is, but I was also lucky enough that I was there to catch the last fireworks show of the season. Chicago has fireworks on the Navy Pier every Wednesday and Saturday night during the summer, and I was able to catch the last Wednesday night fireworks show, so I thought that was pretty cool as well. So while I'm just waiting for the fireworks to start, look at how beautiful everything looks. I don't know that I would want to live here, but seeing this was awesome. So here are the fireworks. I believe the show lasted about 20 or 30 minutes, but the fireworks were absolutely beautiful. The next morning I got up and I went to Wildberry Cafe, which was just a little bit down the street from the hotel that I was at. And I wanted to check out the cinnamon roll pancakes that I had saw on the menu. Y'all, when I say there was so much to choose from, but I settled on those cinnamon roll pancakes that I wanted. It came with scrambled eggs. Look at them. Just look at them. Oh my God. They are as good as they look. Also came with fruit, scrambled eggs, some bacon, juice. After that, I decided to walk off all that breakfast, so I walked down to the cultural center because I wanted to check out some art. And yes, again, I am a sucker for architecture. So this was one very beautiful building, and I really went because I wanted to see this Tiffany dome. It's very gorgeous. Now, there wasn't a lot of art per se, or maybe there was, but a lot of the areas were roped off and closed off because they were having like private events. So I just so happened to get there during the time that we weren't really able to go in certain areas, but I was able to check out some of the art. Here's another guy on the corner, doing music. I will never not stop and pay attention to the street performers because they are so good. And again, like I said, I don't get to experience as much where I'm from. So then I walked over to Millennium Park. Now, I did Millennium Park the first time a couple of years ago, like I said, when I was there on that layover. But somehow I didn't see this little water fountain situation. And again, I'm also a sucker for any type of waterfall, water fountain. I'm always going to stop and check it out. And since I was there, I did the obligatory bean picture. Again, I did that the first time that I was there. But, hey, I was there, so I did it again. Took a couple of selfies. It actually wasn't too crowded this time around, but I was in Chicago. No way was I going to leave without getting some Garrett's popcorn. I heard that was an absolute must. I got the pecan caramel crisp, y'all. I think that may have been the best popcorn I ever had in my life. After that, I hopped on a water taxi to ride over to Chinatown. So this was only like $20 round trip. not too bad. The sad part about it is that once I made it over to Chinatown, my legs and everything were so sore. My legs were sore, my back was sore from doing so much walking and using muscles that I don't really use, that once I got to Chinatown, I didn't really feel like doing very much. So after I got back over to Michigan Avenue, took a couple of more selfies because my 48-hour trip was winding down. The last thing I absolutely had to get was some Harold's chicken. And yes, I got it with the mild sauce, the peppers, all of that y'all said I should get. So I'm just closing off the video with a couple of pictures that I took around the way. And I do have to say, I really enjoy Chicago. And it's one of those cities that if I ever just need a quick little, getaway for the weekend or whatever, this will definitely be on my list. Chicago was a whole vibe. Another successful birthday trip in the books. Where should I go next? See y'all later.